right, but my next guest is in her 6th season. That's hard to believe, as a cast member on Saturday Night Live, which will be hosted by New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady this weekend with musical guest Beck. That's going to be a cool show. Here she is as Debbie Downer.
Speaking of heat, if this greenhouse effect keeps up, we'll all be living underwater. By the way, it's official. I can't have children.
That is so unprofessional. We'd never do that here. Please welcome the very funny Rachel Dratch. So unprofessional to laugh during a sketch.
Oh my God, that was out of control.
Yeah,
that was fun though. Yeah.
Is it still fun when you look at that? You know, because
yeah, it still makes me laugh just because the close-up was there. Every time I knew I was going to say something awful, and then I knew the close-up was coming. So it's a little different.
And then everyone else is laughing, and you just can't do anything about it, right? And it's live. Yes, yes.
And actually, Horatio was wiping his eyes with a waffle. We were eating waffles. He picked up a waffle and was like dabbing his eyes
How
with
is
the
that
waffle.
helping
it was
things?
Just completely
That does
gone.
not help when someone goes to the waffle.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you for being here. You know, it's funny because we all work in the same building. Saturday Night Live is in Rockefeller, Center, and we're here in Rockefeller Center. And one thing I've noticed is that you just get to meet a lot of cool people when you work in show business in this building. Is there anyone you've met, you know, recently or who just blew you away? Like that was someone you always wanted to meet?
Okay, well, someone I've always wanted to meet. So we were, you know, just rehearsing, and I found out that Bill Murray was in the building, and I was all excited.
And you had never seen him before? Right.
And, you know, I used to watch the show when I was little, and I was just total comedy idol of mine. So I heard he was in the building, so I was like, I want to meet him. So I knew he was in this dressing room in the hallway. So I crept by the dressing room. The door was open.
Why are you creeping around? You work here.
I crept like a mouse.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I saw him in the dressing room, and he looked up, and he was like, and so then he walks out, and I was like, and then what I didn't know was that Maya was right behind me.
Maya Rudolph?
Yeah, she was standing right behind me. And so he like went like this, and I was like, and then he walked right by me, went up to Maya, and he put his hands on her shoulder, and he's like, "You are so wonderful. I have always wanted to meet you." And I kind of thought he was doing a bit.
He literally just, like, his arm went like that? Yeah. This is like this? That's the worst thing in the world. I've never...
Well, I thought he was doing a bit or something, so I was like, okay, you know, waiting for my turn.
Right.
And then he put his arm around Maya and just was like, come, walk with me. And, like, just walked off down the hallway
with Maya,
with Maya. And I still started waiting for, like, the joke to be over. I just spit really big. Okay. So
I saw that. When we go to high def, everyone's going to see that.
Okay. So anyway, so then they walk up down the hall, and I started waiting for them to come back, and I just kind of was standing there like a puppy or something. I was like, oh. And they never returned.
No. Ever.
Well,
Bill Murray hasn't been seen since, or Maya. They just kept walking.
Later on, I found out it was like exactly what, you know, the fantasy thing. Like I found out later, like they were in his dressing room and like talking about the old days and all, you know, like the fantasy
everything you wanted. Yeah, yeah.
But in all fairness, I think he just didn't see me. I'm not trying to say that he blew me off.
Right. Well, I'm glad that. How does that help your self-esteem?
I'm shorter than Maya. So
yeah. Well, I don't feel so bad because I think he just didn't see me when I was. Yeah. Well, at least he's a nice guy.
Yes.
Very nice guy. I'm sure.
Maya told me that he's very nice.
Yeah. Now, I understand you brought something to show me.
I did.
Show all of us.
To show all of you. Okay. A friend of mine came across it. This is real. This is not like a made-up thing by the graphics department or something.
Right.
Okay, this is the New York Times Personals. And under Men Seeking Men.
Men Seeking Men.
Now, should I read this or hold it up? Or? Okay, it says, unusual. What do I do? Okay,
they'll show
unusual.
it,
70 not good looking. Interests are Beethoven, Tolstoy, Kern, Bing Crosby, Rachel Dratch. And his request is that you be younger. So.
What are you talking about? This is a fan of yours.
It's a fan of mine. And,
why would he put
Bing
that
Crosby
in his...
and Beethoven. I'm up there with Beethoven. And,
this is real. That's nice.
Real. But I love that he said 70 not good looking. Like, it's just a newspaper. You could say you're good looking and wait.
Yeah, that's the whole point of these without the photo. Is
I know.
When I do my Men Seeking Men, they're always very different than this. But you know, that's your opportunity to just say.
I know, to just
people
some
tell
white
me
lies or something.
Yeah, people tell me I look like Brad Pitt. I don't know. I get it all the time. But
well, that's
nice.
when I knew I had arrived.
Well.
So.
Yeah, Tolstoy, Rachel Dratch. Well, you know, this is funny because this relates to. I know that there was a sketch that you worked on a while ago about a woman who has no gaydar. She never knows which guys are gay and which guys aren't. And you said that this is sort of based on you. Is that right? It's a real thing?
It was because the way the scene was born. Because I birthed my characters.
Right.
That was, okay, so
now I know why Bill Murray blew you off. Uh-oh, she thought of birthing characters.
Let me talk about my birth. Okay, so the way this scene was born is that I was at this party of a gay male friend of mine, and it was a birthday party, and the place was just like 80 gay men, and then me and 3 other women.
Right.
So I was like, the ratio here is looking pretty good. I'm gonna get lucky tonight. So then that, was how that scene came about. But
yeah.
I think I have pretty good gaydar now, but in the old days in college and stuff, I wasted a lot of time.
That's the worst.
If you see a guy who's like super chiseled, run.
Now,
okay.
This weekend, my wife's at home crying. Listening to you. This weekend, this is nice. This is great, actually. Are you? I mean, you're from New England like me. You must be excited about the Patriots.
I am.
No?
I am. I mean, my dad.
You don't sound like a big sports fan.
Because
yeah.
I'm from Boston, so I'm all excited for the people that watch football.
You have no idea who the Patriots are, do you?
I watched the Super Bowl, and Seth Meyers had to, this is so girly, stereotypical, but he had to explain everything to me. But he was joking around, putting it in theater terms as a joke.
Right, so that you could understand it.
Say the Patriots are like a community production of our town.
Right.
And, okay, anyways, that wasn't even on the cards.
You realize he's gay.
He's chiseled.
This weekend, Saturday Night Live has guest host Tom Brady from the New England Patriots and musical guest Beck. That's going to be a great show.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Always fun talking to you. Rachel Dratch. We'll be right back with Widespread Panic. Stick around.